everybody, it's Ken Stryker. Welcome to another episode of Top Rope TV. We got a hell of a show for you today. We got a brand new segment we're debuting. It's the one and only Alan Fenstermaker, the Fence Man, in his own little segment we like to call the Fence Man Exclusive. He's up at CCW, and he's got some great interviews lined up for you. So we're going to take you right up to him, and away we go.
Yo, this is the Fence Man here with the Fence Man Exclusive here on Top Rope TV. Thank you, Ken Stryker, for opening up. So here we are, the CCW wrestling show in the park. It's an awesome benefit for an awesome organization. So just hope you guys enjoy the show tonight. I'm gonna have some really cool interviews and some bringing cool action tonight. So just stay tuned for the show and keep tuning in every week. Baba Booey. Hey, this is the Fence Man with the Fence Man Exclusive here on Top Rope TV. Right now I'm with James Frazier. So James, how did you get into doing the commentating anyway?
Well, I trained long ago, way back in the day, under a guy named The Perfect Creation, Rich Criato, who trained under Alpha the Wild Samoan. And that was back in college, which would be like 99 for me. Was out of it, you know, had the rest of my life happen. And then a friend of mine was on a commentary team. His friend was going to be sick. And they're like, hey, you want to fill in? Knowing how much of a fan I was, how hardcore I was. And yeah, I just jumped on it, and they haven't been able to keep me away since, basically.
Okay. Do you have any inspiration that you look up to? Any commentators?
As far as commentary, yeah. I mean, obviously JR is very much my
really
generation of guy. I love Joey Styles. Looking backward, I like Gordon Solie quite a bit, Lance Russell. I watch a lot of old school stuff. Even some of the Japanese commentators who I couldn't name for you, but I remember the one very famous All Japan Pro Wrestling commentator working under Giant Baba's organization would scream his lungs out when something awesome happened, and he would just ratchet it up and up and up to the point where at the end of the match, this guy was just going atomic, and I love that guy.
Do you have any favorite matches that you've called before?
Oh gosh, you know, the first one that just comes to mind really was in Keystone Pro Wrestling, or maybe it was LCW at the time still, but I think it was some sort of crazy hardcore blowout with like Shatter and Hollywood's Finest and all those guys, and like Shatter did a splash off the second deck at the Lancaster Post Convention Center through a table. It was just so crazy, and I was emulating that guy kind of. I was just screaming at the end and just blew out my voice. So I went back to the work the next day, sounded like, you know, a 20-year cigar smoker or something. Yeah, anything really technical I like. It's not a big mixed martial arts fan, martial arts in general. I like what you might call shoot style stuff. So I like to get my teeth into that, but I also like doing comedy a lot. So yeah, things like that.
Cool. So, do you have any dream matches that you would like to call someday?
No, it's never occurred to me. I mean, the bigger the better, obviously. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's just that I don't really expect to get to another level in this. I think at my age, and I'm not super attractive or anything like that, I don't think I'm going to get hired to be a vanilla broadcasting guy. I'm perfectly happy to be here at like our independent level. So I just want to have the most fun I can.
That's what it's all about. And like with my buddy Johnny Logan on Top Rope TV, has this hashtag WrestleBundling. It's
okay.
Letters FUN in capital letters, WrestleBundling. That's what it's all about, having fun in wrestling. Well, thank you, James, and thanks for being on the show.
All right, Alan, thank you. And you can catch the Fence Man exclusives only here on Top Rope TV. But let's get to some news and views, and then we'll get back to Alan with some more Fence Man exclusive. Starting off with former TNA World Heavyweight Champion and now former GFW Heavyweight Champion Magnus has announced that he has parted ways. He actually parted a little bit further back, but he wanted to come back just enough so that he can drop the title to Alberto El Patron. But he's not the only one who's walked away. Also, Brandy Rhodes has walked away, so has Matt Morgan and Madison Rayne. Their names have all been removed from ImpactWrestling.com. And one of the big reasons why that they're all leaving Global Force Wrestling is due to the recent contract changes that have reportedly been installed. It was reported that the GFW will now be taking 10% of the pay that their wrestlers make from any independent wrestling bookings. And on top of that, Global Force Wrestling talent will apparently not get paid for any royalties off of merchandise, like shirts and DVDs, that have the Global Force Wrestling contact with their likeness. So it seems like Global Force Wrestling is kind of screwing over some talent over there, so I wouldn't be surprised if we heard some more people leaving. Darren Young is getting ready for his return back since suffering an injury back in January. He hurt his elbow, but he should be sometime within the next month, but no word yet on what WWE plans on doing with him. NXT superstar Buddy Murphy has suffered an ankle injury during a house show in Cocoa, Florida. He teamed with Cassius Ohno to take on the team of the Velveteen Dream and Hideo Itami. Forgive me, I'm reading this. And the tablet's being a little bit slow. But Murphy went down early in the match. Cassius had to carry the most of the match himself and finished off in a losing effort. And Matt Sydal has suffered a shoulder injury at the most recent Global Force Wrestling tapings. Sydal had been working the indie events a lot lately, but has been limited to what he can do in the ring. There's no official detail on the injury, but it seems to have happened during the last match for the Impact World Heavyweight Championship. So, hopefully we'll hear good news, and that it's not that serious, and he'll be back by next tapings. Now, usually we don't do these kind of stories, but I thought this was a little bit interesting that we should add into. So if you don't mind, I got to pick up this tablet and read this. But a patient of Safety Harbor Nursing Home died last Monday, following a vicious attack by a fellow nursing home patient who may be suffering from onset Alzheimer's, according to police. This happened in Brookdale, Wisconsin. According to Safety Harbor staff, Samuel Crum, 89, a retired truck driver and ex-professional wrestler, struck Mr. Dunbar on the head multiple times with a folding chair before picking him up and body slamming him onto the floor. Though the incident is being investigated as a homicide, criminal charges seem unlikely, according to Brookdale Police Chief Marcus Odell. The patients were suffering from varying stages of dementia and were being housed in the memory loss unit of the facility. The two elderly men, who had known each other for many years and were friends, according to the nursing book staff. The incident report occurred in the recreational area of the nursing home following a heated argument over what television program to watch. Mildred Wilkes, 79, a long-time resident of Safety Harbor, described the attack. Sam was angry at Ray for refusing to change the channel, said Wilkes. After swearing at each other back and forth, Sam stood up, picked up a chair, and hit him over the head several times. Then he picked up Ray and hollered USA all the way before slamming him down hard on the concrete floor, Wilkes told reporters. According to the medical examiner, the 82-year-old died from massive hemorrhaging on the brain resulting from the heavy chair shots he received to the head. Raymond also suffered a shattered hip. Originally from Minnesota, Mr. Dunbar was a skilled auto mechanic who ran his own successful garage until retiring at the age of 65. He became a full-time patient of Safety Harbor in 2002. Mr. Crum began his professional wrestling career in 1951, losing his debut match against Antonio Rocca in dramatic fashion. He wrestled under the name Slammin' Sammy Crum, and his gimmick was that of an all-American babyface hero. Sam traveled the country working for several wrestling promotions. So, if you know him, know the old school way, you probably have remember him, but he has not crossed my paths in all of the years that I have been studying wrestling. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to our match of the night, let's go back to Alan Fencermaker because he's got some more Fenceman exclusives.
Yo, this is the Fenceman here on Top Rope TV with another Fenceman exclusive right here with champion CCW Chris Banks.
Remember the name, Chris Banks, your one and only Mr. No Limits. Google me, bitches.
So how long have you been wrestling for, man?
Too long. About 8 years now.
Okay.
Maybe longer. 8, 9 years.
Okay. Can you tell me about your memorable matches?
My most memorable match was, ironically, just the other day. I picked up a new pair of Jordans, and it actually matched really well with the new hat that I bought and the new shirt.
Okay.
Awesome. I painted the whole town red.
There you go. Now, like, how long, what other belts have you won and all, too?
I currently hold the CCW Heavyweight Championship. Can I speak on other promotions as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
No disrespect, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Top Rope TV. It's about indie wrestling altogether.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay, so if you want to talk about any stories that you had, anything memorable from wrestling at all?
Sounds good. Besides the CCW Heavyweight Champion, I'm also the Warriors of Wrestlers No Limit Champion. I'm also the APW Heavyweight Champion in North Carolina. That's about it right now. I only have 3 belts right now.
That's impressive. 3 belts is better than none.
Yeah, I guess.
So do you have anybody inspire you at all to wrestle at all?
Yes, no, like, not really, like, don't get me wrong, I was always, like, younger a fan of TV wrestling, but what really inspired me to be a wrestler was, honestly, like, my circle of friends. I actually hang out with a lot of, they're like, get away from me, I don't like this kind of shit.
So it's all about the kids. Bubba Billy!
Now, my friends actually are wrestlers, and, like, it's funny, like, big shout out to Dirtbag Dan, that's, like, my brother right here, and this asshole over there, Tommy the Moose, is over there Texas way. They're actually like my friends since childhood, and the reason why I said Dirtbag Dan is because I just got started wrestling I was training to stay in shape, and one day he's like, take a ride with me, so I took a ride with him. Next thing I know, he's handing me a bag and telling me to gear up. I'm like, dude, what do you mean gear up? And he's like, yeah, I got you booked. I'm like, bro, I don't want to be a wrestler. And next thing I know, here I am wrestling, so that's why I say my friends inspired me.
Now, can you tell the viewers about some of your training regimens? You train for the ring?
I'm literally in the gym every single day. Like I have a shoe job. I work construction pipe setter, and I work from 6 in the morning to 3 at night. 6 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Every single day after work, I go straight to the gym. I eat right, train right, try to not eat fried food. A lot of creatine, protein, no steroids and stuff. Steroids is making
Yeah, do it the right way.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Hard work and
plus,
dedication pays off.
Yeah, plus construction work, that's a workout too. Lifting and all that.
All day, picking up heavy
lifting
stuff.
Because I know I do stage hand work on the side too, so like I know by lifting up all the steel and everything.
Yeah, that's
one
all
hell
it
of a
is.
workout.
It's
Yeah.
lifting all day. That's what we do. Yeah. Then in-ring training, a lot of drills, cardio drills, blow-up drills. If you guys ever want, can I promote myself on here?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Of course, right? Any training regimens, workout regimens, or you want to train or work out with me and my workout partner Tommy the Moose, hit me up, Mr. No Limits Chris Banks, on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat at Mr. No Limits CV, Twitter, Five Guys Chris Banks. Like, hit me up. You can ask me questions, speak to me, whatever you want, and like we always welcome people to work out with us. Ironically, a lot of people won't stay with us. Like, they'll work out for like an hour, then they'll go to use the bathroom, and we're standing there like, dude, when's this dude coming back?
Hey, they can't handle
get the
it.
text like, oh, I had to
Can't
run.
handle it.
Like, yeah, you just happen to have to run an hour into the workout. Like,
Yeah, like do that, they get somebody to call them about an hour later, be like, oh, I gotta go.
Yeah, like-
To give an excuse to leave.
he'll tell you, like, we laugh all the time, and like, we can tell within the first couple of sets if the person's gonna last, and we'll start placing bets. Like, all right, I give them an hour, I'll give them a half an hour, and it always happens. Like, nobody just hangs with us.
Now, do you want to talk about your match tonight that you have coming on?
Tonight, I'm going up against a gentleman by the name of Bro Keller. Breaking kayfabe real quick. He's actually a good wrestler, and I'm actually looking forward to this. I was looking forward to working there for a while since I met the gentleman. He and I always kicked it, we always spoke. And if you follow like the way I used to work and the way I wrestle now, when I say work, for those who don't know, I'm a wrestler. Before I was a spot monkey, and now I try to be more of a wrestler. And like, not taking anything away from him, but like, he's a wrestler as well, but he can do the spotty stuff. So I tell him like, dude, I want to go back in touch. For one night only, let's have a spot fest tonight. Psychology is important, don't get me wrong, but let's have a spot fest tonight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually working with Bro Keller. I put him over big time all the time. Like, I shit talk him, but like as a person, like, he's actually, I keep my eye on the guy. He's good.
Well, thanks for being part of Top Rope TV.
Really
Now,
appreciate it.
that was another interview as part of the Defense Man exclusive. Stay tuned for more. Baba Bowie.
Ow!
Hey, this is the Fence Man here again with another Top Rope TV Fence Man exclusive with
BJ Walker. My name's the icon BJ Walker. And I told you before we do this interview, you get me a damn water. What did you do? You brought your bald ass up here to talk to me. I don't care about family friendly. I don't care about none of that. Last time you see the rated R movie, you jerked off to it. That's why you're not allowed in movie theaters. You want the scoop? You want an interview? Here it is. Here it is. Mikey Rath and that stupid idiot Ref Ray, they cheated me. Get your ass back here. What are you fixing it for? Don't fix the camera, fix me. This guy's an idiot. He's a damn amateur. What the hell are you looking at? Tell Hot Mama behind you to call me, all right? Like I was saying, Mikey Rath, you sit there and you cheat. You got your little buddy Ray helping you out. Ray, that was a fast count. Any way you count it. 1, 2, 3, deux, trois, uno, dos, tres, you bastard. I tell you like this, next time I meet with Mikey Rath, matter of fact, next time I get in the ring with anybody, it's real simple. Table 3, ass whipping buffet. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna sit your bald ass in the front row and watch greatness. Interview the icon. You didn't even pay me yet. Let me make this clear. My name is BJ Walker, and I ain't scared of nobody.
Woo! Alan, it looks like you've had your hands full up there, buddy. Why don't you take it easy for a few minutes, and we'll get back to some more Fence Man exclusives in a little bit. But right now, we need to get to our match of the night, and it is some top rope wrestling action. So check it out from one of our first shows.
All right, we're live, another fun-filled broadcast of Top Rope TV. I am your host with the most news and views, White Trash Johnny Logan. Looks like I'm solo. I'll be getting into that a little bit later on. The reason why I'm solo. Usually I'm here with what me and Mike Yeager, but there's been a lot going on in Loco Wrestling and a lot going on Top Rope TV. But tonight, just for you guys, although I'm alone here, this really sucks when I'm by myself. Maybe later on after like a title match or something, I'll get some guests out here. But we're going to open up with a match tonight. And the first match is actually going to be representing the Fallen will be Badlands, as he's going to be taking on the little short 4'6" or 3'2" Chad Bravo. So let's get the people from Synergy Broadcasting to, yeah, let's hear it for Synergy. All right. Right on. Which, by the way, they got a fan page on Facebook, Synergy Broadcasting. Just look it up, hire them, and the CEO and owner, David Virgilio, on Facebook. So let's get the girls from Synergy to get their cameras set. Let's get to our first match as we get ready to bring out our first combatant for this match. Badlands is opening with a can of whoop ass, if you will. Beyblades bring him to the corner. Shot to the gut. Another one. And another one. Oh, Bravo coming back with the forearm to the chest. And another one. Ew. Big forearm right there. Beyblades on his back. Chad goes right to the leg. He said he's not going to give up. And he says he's Chad. Up. Chad's still on the leg, though. Chad's still on the leg. Working it all, though. Billy Black tried his hardest to get the ref's attention. Oh, look at this. A little bit of sharpshooter. Badlands reaches the ropes. Sweet Tea doing his job. Everyone loves Sweet Tea. Especially on Sundays. Hey, that's a secret. Oh, whoa. You didn't even see that. Look at that. Sweet Tea, blind in one eye, can't see out of the other. Chad Bravo kicks out. Big elbow drop.
That was a nice slide, Rob.
Another elbow drop. Billy Black tells him to go for a third, and he does. Badland goes for the pin. 3 count.
The memories of Top Rope Wrestling, and hopefully one day we'll be able to bring those back. But we're going to end up the show tonight with a high note. We're going to look at the great promo video that the Fence Man put together. This is an Alan Fenstermaker original of CCW. And until next time, as Johnny would always say, keep your wrestling in a headlock. I'm Ken Stryker. You've been watching Top Rope TV. Peace out.
I can't change the world around me in the sealed box. Now you'll see what I see when it unlocks. I used to be a martyr for the right to be you were a slave. You turned to the dark